All right. Hi, this is Sally Ramirez with the Center for Individuals with Physical Challenges. And what I'm going to do today with you all is walk you through Zoom, how to sign up for Zoom, and just some of the basic features. So, in order to sign up for Zoom, let me preface this by saying that you will need an email account. And I can drop in the links below how you can create one if you do not have one. What Zoom is, it's a virtual platform. It was for video conferencing, but basically how a lot of people who are using it now that some of us are still in isolation or in quarantine, they are using this software in order to call family or friends and stay connected. So when they call someone through this app on their phone, they are able to see their loved ones. So this can be downloaded to your computer, or you can just log on the computer in your web browser, which is like Chrome or Google or any of that. That's what I'm on right now. This is a web browser. So here's my Chrome. I've clicked it open, and this is what I have, my web browser. So I can log on to Zoom here, or I have the option if I have a smartphone like an iPhone or a Galaxy, or an Android, iOS or an Android, I can download an application from there onto my phone and again use Zoom there. So since this is a larger screen that I can navigate, I'm going to show you on this screen on my Mac. So I'm going to click sign in. So previous to this, you would need to create a sign in. I've already done that, so I wasn't able to walk you through that step. But basically, it'll ask you your birth date and your email address, and then basically it will send an email of confirmation to that email address. Now, why is that important? So every step like this that they try to verify you is one more step that they're trying to take to prevent either identity theft or just to protect you and your information. So that's why when you're on the phone for a credit card or something and they ask your last four of your social, your birthday, all of those, they are wanting to verify that it's you. And so that's why this step is here. So once you've created your login, and by the way, you can also create one through Facebook. You just sign in through there, through Google, all of SSO. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to sign in with my login and password. And it takes me to this. So this is the let's just call it the desktop of Zoom. Let's break down what's here. So on the left-hand side right here, you have your profile. So this is like the account that I have. I'm linked to another organization, so it has all these different features, like I can host meetings for 500. I have yet to do that. I will probably never do that, but that's a feature. If you do not have this plan, there's a plan that's free, and which means that you get 30 minutes of free Zoom call for each meeting. So technically you could schedule 2 Zoom calls back to back and still be with the same people. Let's see, reports, account. I never use these settings, recordings, but this is one that you'll probably use often if you do download this. This is meetings. So meetings right here, you have the upcoming meetings, previous meetings, personal, and meeting templates. Man, they're coming out with so much more. So let me show you if I'm the one who wants to schedule a meeting with my friends, with my family, maybe for a class. This is the step that I go through. So I click schedule meeting and call it, let's say, family time. Description, let's get together and catch up. All right, when? Let's do it for, let's see, what is today? The 29th. All right, we'll do it for 12 p.m. Duration 1 hour. Again, if you have the non-premium, it'll probably only have 30-minute increments. Choose my time zone. Other than that, I usually don't click anything else. The only thing that I pay attention to mostly is when it is, how long it's going to be, and that's it. And then I scroll all the way to the bottom and click create. So what's unique about Zoom is it has a personal meeting number so that people can find you, all of that stuff. But let's just save that for now. Okay. So this is my meeting right here. This is my family time meeting. Again, it says the topic right here, the description, the time it's going to be, my meeting ID, my invite link. So what does all of this mean? Right now, I'm the only one who is invited to this meeting, and maybe that's something that you want to do. But my goal was to invite more people, more of my family, to this meeting. So there are a couple ways that I can do that. Actually, there's probably lots of ways. I can send a text to my family and say, hey, here's the meeting ID number. When you log in and you try to find a meeting to join it, right here, it says join a meeting. You put that in and you're in the meeting. So let's walk through what that looks like, because I'll still be able to come to this, back to this. So that number right there. So let's say I'm my mom, Michelle, just received message from Sally that we're gonna have a meeting today at 12. All she sends me is this meeting ID. So I go up here, join a meeting, and boom, I put it in here, and that's it. That is it. And you just click join and you're a part of the meeting. You'll be able to see that person face to face, and you'll be able to talk for about 30 minutes. Let's go back to where I was. Okay. So this is another way of displaying the meeting that I just created. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to show you another way to send out this information. So let's say somebody else has an email and I want to send it to their email, or even onto their phone through text. I can go right here, copy invitation, and I can send all of this. So let's say somebody didn't want to join via Face, they just want to dial in. Could use any of these phone numbers in order to dial into that meeting. Now you might say, well, if I'm just talking to one friend, like, why don't we just call each other? Yeah, that's totally valid. You guys call each other. The only reason why I would see why you would want to dial in is, one, if your camera's not working, or two, if you're with about 10 other family members and you want to be a part of this call. Maybe a group phone call might not be ideal. So instead you dial in. One of the most important things about this invite right here is this link. This is another way that you can join the meeting, is you just click this and boom, you're in. So you copy this and you would attach it to your email. Here, I'll show you. Click copy. Let's open up a new, this is my Gmail. Let's just say I'm going to send it to Margie Crosno. And I click paste, and boom, all that information is there. And send it, and boom, she has the information to the meeting. So that's another way I can send it. Let's see. My meetings. So those are the basics of starting your meeting, creating your meeting, and then sending out the links to that meeting. Now, let's start this meeting so that you all can see what that looks like. Usually, oh, there we go. Join a meeting. Okay, and that's it. I'm in. So this is my meeting right here. Right now it's just a party of one because I did not send out the link to anyone. So let me show you the features. This is mute down here. This is your sound. It's either volume off or volume on. Nothing in between. This is start video. And there I am right there. So when more people join, there will be, it'll look like the Brady Bunch, and everyone's pictures will either be on the side or take up the whole screen, and you're just interacting like I'm interacting with you right now. So we have that. There's even virtual backgrounds. I just discovered this. Okay, that's getting into the weeds. Let's see. This is a chat, so you can type to everyone. So maybe somebody's just like talking on and on. And I see this in meetings a lot, and so I'll just on the side chat say like, "Hey everyone," or I talk to people from all over the world. So I'm like, "Where is everyone from?" Or located, you know, just to try to gain some traction in the chat as well. Or perhaps I'm asking questions during a webinar or something. So that's chat. There's also a chance to record. So maybe your family member wasn't able to make it, but you still want to record, you know, the get together that you had maybe with like 10 friends. So you can record it and then you could send it. Breakout rooms, it's a little more tedious. That's sending people to different rooms. It's almost like, let's say you're in a classroom, you want to have small group discussions. You say, okay, Pam and Judy, if you guys want to have a small group, go to that room over there. Sally and John, go to that room over there. So it's basically breaking up, and then you have the ability to come back. It's a little more tedious. Reactions. But yeah, so I would say the main ones whenever I'm in a meeting are mute and stop video. You have the option to just not show yourself, or show yourself or here or not here. Keeping the mute off when you have a bunch of people in a room together is really nice, because sometimes there's this, it's called feedback, and you don't know where it's coming from. But when you're talking, all you hear is like or like just weird random noises, and I don't know about you, but for me it's very difficult to stay focused when that's happening. So sometimes I'll ask folks like, do you mind muting yourself? And then when you want to talk or something, like turn the mute back on. So that's how I use mute. And let's see, what else? This is share screen. So share screen is a neat, I wonder how that'll work now that I'm recording. But basically share screen, you play with it. I don't want to mess anything up with this tutorial. Basically with share screen, it'll do just that. It'll share anything that I have on my desktop with you all. So let's say I want to take you, I have you all on the Zoom chat right now, and I say, okay, I want to take you guys, walk you all through how to create an email. So I would share my screen live, and then I would take you through the steps, and you could see it instead of just listen to me. Invite. Okay, so apparently there's the third way that you can invite folks to the meeting. So it has all my contacts. I could probably even, so I could do it live, just invite these people. It looks like I can even copy the URL. It basically means no, I won't get into that. Or copy the invitation like I had previously and send it to somebody real time, just quickly. So I guess there's a way to email folks while I'm in the meeting. Say, hey, our meeting's at 12 and you didn't show up, so where are you at? So this is basically it. I mean, it's a neat tool to be able to see the ones who you love. Maybe you remember Skype. I still use that word. Hey, you want to Skype? Even though it means that I want to face chat or do Zoom. But these are ways that we can connect with each other during this time of isolation or quarantine. Is by leveraging these video conferencing tools. And then when you're done, you just end the meeting. I gave myself a clap, and I will give myself a thumbs up. If you would like to see any other tutorials, just let us know. I'm not the most tech savvy, but I know how to do a Google search, and I feel confident with being able to talk through a lot and admit if I don't know something. Perhaps you're interested in learning more about creating an email or anything that you tech stuff that you see people using and you're like, how or what is that? Just let us know. This was something that a member of ours brought up, and it's great because usually if one person's wondering it, there's several others who are wondering it as well. So yeah, that was an intro to Zoom and meeting for all later. And I think that's all I need to really express. So you all have fun and stay safe out there.